Before I even really get started, let me read off a few stats for you guys. 11 for 19, 141 yards. 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Those were numbers that Colin Kaepernick put up this past Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks. 3,051 yards, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Colin Kaepernick's total stats for the season. 804 yards on 204 carries, 3 touchdowns. Those are Frank Gore's numbers. He's averaging 3.9 yards per carry this entire season. That's his lowest of his career. He's always averaged over 4, if not more, yards per rush. This past Sunday's touchdown for him was his first touchdown in almost 6 games since he last scored a touchdown against New Orleans. And his first touchdown since before that, week 2 against Chicago. He has 3 touchdowns this entire season and only 804 yards. Greg Roman, do you understand how to coach an offense? If you don't, you really, really need to reconsider your options. Your run game is the heart and soul of your Niners. Sure, you could have a passing game. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need to have balance. You can't have Frank Gore only running 11 times. He ran as many times as Colin Kaepernick had completions. Something isn't mixing well there. I hope that the San Francisco 49ers front office gets smart and gets rid of your ass, Greg Roman. I hope they get rid of you because you don't know how to coach offense. Now, yes, there is some of this load that actually goes on Jim Harbaugh. Understandable. He is the head coach. He can overrule things. So why isn't he doing it? Because he's putting as much trust inside his offensive coordinator as anybody else would. And then there's this guy. You're looking at footage. Well, actually, this isn't from a recent game, but you're looking at him on the sideline, laughing and joking on the sideline like he always does, when he really should be looking at past plays and past schemes to get better. 11 for 19 for 141 yards is pitiful. Now, I'm not going to say I can throw better because that would just be a lie. But I can think of a handful of quarterbacks, past and present, that could throw a hell of a lot better than that. And they weren't even in the same kind of category that he was. San Francisco fans, please, let me hear you in the comment section about this. What does San Francisco need to do to get better? Because obviously this season's a complete wash. They're 7-7 and officially eliminated from the playoffs. I don't care what happened with this one play that cost the Niners or could have cost the Niners. Look at what happened. They still lost by 10. We couldn't even get an offensive touchdown from our quarterback. We got an offensive touchdown from our running back who hasn't had one in 6 games. I mean, you're wasting Frank Gore. Frank Gore has been our factor back since he debuted with us. Let me hold that thought. Since he debuted with us back in 2005. He had 127 carries for 608 yards. He didn't even play the full season, and he still did that much. He has all 1,000-yard rushing games except for 2010. In 2010, he had 203 rushes, 853 yards. Only 3 touchdowns. Okay. You're probably saying to yourself, well, those are the same numbers that he's putting up right now. Exactly. We made the mistake back then. For the past 3 seasons, he's averaged over almost 1,200 yards and averaged almost 9 touchdowns per year. I mean, this is... You're wasting Frank Gore. I hope Frank Gore, if he doesn't want to listen to this offensive coordinator, if the Niners are... Sorry to say this, if the Niners are stupid enough to keep him, I hope he gets smart and wants to go somewhere where he'll actually, make a difference. And him, I don't know what to say about him. I don't think he can ever be serious. He may act serious in press conferences and say that, oh, I just didn't play well and that and this, that, and the other thing. Bullshit. You say you didn't play well what happened this game? You still didn't play well? When are you going to play well? When are you going to actually live up to your contract? When are you going to live up to those hundreds of millions of dollars in sponsors and incentives? You're not going to get jack shit if you keep doing this. That's just my opinion. And let me just state that for a fact. Let me just state that out there. This is my opinion. If anybody has any problems with that, you can take it up in the comments section down below. Opinions are opinions. If you're upset about this, hey, that's fine. You have your opinion as well. You can tell me that I'm wrong. Again, that's your opinion. That's not mine. And just to give you guys a closing statement with this, we have, roughly 2-3 games left? If we don't end this season at least a 500 record, I see our offensive coordinator going away. I see possibly our head coach going away, which I would not really like to see because Harbaugh is a very, very good coach to me. But you know who'll still be there? That face. He'll still be here, and he'll still be making millions of dollars and producing mediocre numbers. If you've enjoyed this video, or if you think that I'm just a complete blowhard jackass, like, dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Big D518. Take it easy.